Hi, I'm Nuclear, and welcome back to After the Apocalypse. This is episode 15. Uh, well, got a couple things. I've done a lot. It's been probably about 3 hours gameplay. First off, I had just did all my editing and of 11 through 14, and come to find out, since the update on my computer, and there goes the computer throwing a fit about something. Since that update on my computer, Bandicam, my recording for the last 5 years, never had a problem with them, has started having a problem. Quite literally, I would say my goodbyes. About 2 seconds later, I'd stop the recording, and it dropped the last 10 to 20 seconds, sometimes 30 seconds, so my entire goodbye is not there. That was episode 11 through 14. So I changed a few things up. I redid my outro. Needed a new picture, so I used the thumbnail from episode 12. It came out pretty good. I added the 2 new mods, and yeah. Well, it worked out pretty well. Instead of doing the phase out or phase in built into it, I put a 1 second pause there for a crossphase, and then I did a pre-outro. Basically, my outro is for this series alone. My intro is for this series alone, but my pre-outro is universal. With I think about 5 seconds of voice, and then 10 or total of 7 seconds, and it's crossphase on both sides for a second. But yeah, as you can see, I put another switch in right here and put this guy here. I went down here just to store this cart instead of storing it in there, since more than likely I'm going to have a cart for the forestry. I've already got the area for the mining set up with a sidetrack so that I can store the mine or the ore carrier, and I might build another cart that's just a builder that basically it has probably 2 bogies instead of, well, this one has 4, but it's gonna have 5. Basically a lumber, and then 2 pieces to hold like sticks or ingots and metal pieces. So, along with doing that, all this triangle here that you guys know about is now metal, steel rail. There's a couple mines over here, copper mines, and there's steel rail from there all the way the entire farming area, other than, of course, the station. And if I go over here, a long, long way, I actually did a shift click to build my rails from the mining area to over here. And right here's where I put this here to remind me this is where it started. These are all pretty much 10, but these are, let's go to the wood ones real quick. This is supposed to be going at a 5 grade. This is up to here. This is actually going up 3 grade. And then you go over here, 3 grade, no problem. 2 grade, 2 grade. That's doesn't matter which one, but that's one grade. Well, come to find out, it was supposed to be a 5% grade. And I was looking down here where the other side is. I haven't dug this out yet. On the other side, I found, it was saying 5%. It's like, okay, that's good. And then the next one was 6% grade. It's like, that's too much. Then a 7%, then another 7%, and another 7%. It's like, crud. I'm going to have to do this all by hand. For the most part. I'm following the track where it was, but I'm putting in the 15 meter long instead of the 10 meter. And after like 4 or 5 pieces of track, I actually ran into my one of my old iron mines. The iron mine's exhausted, but it's still there because there's copper, a lot of it. And I started going through there, and I was like, okay, this is not too bad. Let's see how much copper I get. I nearly filled up on copper trying to go through there. Of course, I had other things on me, so it kind of filled me up faster. So I got about 6 stacks of copper. Put it in the crusher. Went out, got 6 stacks of full stacks of tin. Put it in the other crusher, and I got 2 more iron ore, and put it in the crusher. 2 in one and 2 in the other, and start them both up. And quite literally, it went through the iron. I put the remainder in, and I started melting down, and I got quite a bit. About 300 bags of ore bags, and 300 of copper, and 300 of tin. So as you can see right here is where I stopped doing it by hand. I switched these guys out, and it was probably about 3 of them. Yeah, about 3. To this steel, and went ahead and built it, because when this mine runs out, I take all this stuff out, it might not be considered supported anymore. Now that it's built in, it's fine. But there's copper underneath here, there's copper here, and kind of copper all over in here. I mean, I had re-hit the copper here pretty good. And let me bring up a torch. I still haven't finished, mining this out. But I got to this, and head chopper. I actually had to kneel down because there's another one right here, and I knelt down underneath it to get under here, and then I got it all done. I've got to fill that in, but oh well. But yeah, having to rebuild it quite literally, and if I can choose the right tool. Yeah, when going through here, I've been getting dirt. I've been getting large stone. I've got a little bit of clay even. Of course, copper. There goes a little bit of clay. But yeah, and then I went around, and with that, I switched over a lot of the tracks to metal. I worked on the farm a little bit. It's leveled off, but I can't use it for farming because of how I leveled it. I still got to test if I can. See what my inventory's like. Not too bad. Yeah, I'm carrying both the wood and the steel right now, so. But I've been just pretty much building the wood right now, so that I can get it in place, and then if I wanted to switch it out later, hey, I can switch it out. But these little 10-foot sections, in fact, I think If I remember right. Yeah, that's about 5 foot. So or 5 meter at the end of the next one. Whoop. Oh well. Into the next one of these. Well, that's 5 meter. So it's actually not the end of this one, but the next one that I need to build to. And I'm not clearing this out just because this right here. I don't know if it's going to try to take the upper one or the lower one. So, safer than sorry. Not sure if I showed you the building. Actually, I know I didn't. Because I recorded and I was talking about going over here and working on it. Got some wood rail in already. I've got these 2 in. They're metal, and all this over here is all metal. That's wood. But there's an iron mine right in the middle of the track. Lovely, huh? There's also an iron mine back there, so I'm thinking this might go all the way under. And I built a couple metal rails back here. But I've got the switch. I've got it set over here. And all this. I need to bring some resources in to finish this up, but I got this up to the next level. Pretty much up here is going to be the mining rail, but it's going to be over this main rail here, so that I can tip over into this rail. Huh, never noticed that. This one's missing a line. But yeah, I've got a bumper here so it'll stop it. This guy actually said it was supported, go figure. Got an iron mine there. I think there's another one over here. So this place can do quite a bit on its own. I've rebuilt this guy at least 3 or 4 times. I finally rebuilt that guy. But one of the things you gotta watch is, unless you have the mod to repair tools, don't melt this guy down until it breaks. Quite simply, it takes 4 steel ingots to make it. But when you melt it down, no matter if it's broken or not broken, it only gives you 2 back. So, you don't want to melt it down prematurely. Now I'll show you real quick how I've been doing this up here. It'll be a little bit of boring section, but maybe someone might want to watch it. And if they do, well, here you go. I'd much rather the cave sound because it's quieter. I've got headphones on, which has my mic, and so every sound that the game makes I can hear, and much louder than normal. It might be why my voice is sometimes raised, because there's a lot of noise, and you know, normal human thing. If you can't hear, you raise your voice. See how far in we are. That is okay. I'm looking for the next one. And I'm trying to make sure that when I place my new track, I'm keeping it centered underneath the underneath that, so that I can keep it online. Oop, inventory's full. Well, how far did I get? Not quite far enough. Let's keep digging. Although I'll need the resources. I don't need them 100% right now. Except for if I get on those. If I get on those, then I'll bump up and yeah. Okay, and here I can stand up. I'll just drop. I'll drop one of these. Actually, two of them. Just to make sure. And it's getting a little dark. But yeah, I know that when I get... Shoot, I'm going to have to pick these up. When I get to the next one... Stop hitting the track. Where is it? How far am I from that one? Oh, I start standing up again. Right there. Well, it should be like right in here. So, that's probably the joint right there. No? What the heck? Oh, lovely, my torch goes out. There's the joint. The issue is, I'm trying to hold a 5-degree incline. Well, or 5% grade. This is where I need to be. That's where I need to make sure I've got deeper so that I can... Oh, I stood up. Thought I stood kneeling down again. Yeah, it doesn't always exactly get underneath, but I try. Doing that just will make it easier at the end to get it all connected. Uh, 6, 7, 5. Oop. Give me that 5. About all I'm gonna get is, ooh, a perfect. Okay. Grab 9 again. Delete that. Delete that. And now, well, I'm gonna have to fill this in. Whoop. Oh, it's probably talking about stones. That's okay. Now I can... I did not want to do that. I can stand up. And I wish I had a torch. I really do. Because although it's not too dark for me, it may be dark for you. Yeah, and then it just lightened up. But yeah, I gotta just dig that out and I should be good. I need to get something to eat. Yep, there goes my stomach. Get myself some tea. I'm American, but I love sweet tea. Well, I'm trying to figure out what's going on because I think Ivan's starting to work his new job by now. He hasn't released a video in 2 weeks. Or, not 2 weeks, 1 week. He probably will release one tonight, watch. I've uploaded 10, 11, 12, and 13. 14 is not uploaded yet, but I've also scheduled them. So if you look on it, it's going to be a little bit odd. Looks like there's 13 videos and you can only watch 11 of them. They're all scheduled for 6 a.m. every day. So Ivan's not gotten one out in a week to last I saw. Epic Tech, he finished his series and he was talking about doing a new series with water mod. Radio Man 03, after about 9 months or so, has started doing another one. I loved watching his. But he's really rusty. I mean, geez Louise. There's a lot changed. He was constantly talking about copper, and he kept saying iron when he was talking about copper. And he's talking about doing copper tools, and it's like, why? You've got tin, you've got copper. You can do bronze. You know, far superior. The only thing that it equals it is, you know, in the fact that you only do one hits on trees, is steel. Oh yeah, I had to put another one up there, and then I emptied it out. Go figure that one. While I was working on the farm. Yeah, steel and copper is one hit on it to knock down a tree. Iron and copper are one. The only thing that actually burns out quicker than copper is your stone axe, which takes like 4 hits to knock down a tree. So, but yeah, he was talking about running copper because he didn't have an iron spot, and he was sitting up here. Ivan's sitting like right here and here. I think Ivan's iron spot is right in here somewhere. Yeah. So he was talking about using copper, and it's like, no, dude, do this. It's better. I quite literally, when I made those, I got all that copper and all that tin, I didn't stop. I quite literally, I told it to do the 2 iron ingots, then the 60 copper ingots, then the 60 tin ingots, then do 60 bronze, since 60 bronze takes 1 copper, 1 tin, and makes 2 bronze. Came out with 120 bronze. And I also put the 2 molds for medium propellers in there, and I made both of those. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. And yeah, I just kept kicking butt on that and let it go for a while. And since I got the auto douse, it doesn't matter. I went over and did some food stuff in my oven. I told it to cook up all the bread and then walked away. Told it to make soup with bread walked away after, like, I think I told it 10. Walked away, and then I came back, and it has enough for 8 more, so I told it to make 8 more. Walked away. But yeah, after I did that, then I was doing the smelting. And of course, the iron was first. And it got the 2 done, and I told it to do the 2 propellers, and I walked away. Started doing other things and came back. It was all done. So, and the fire was out, of course, because the auto douse. And guess what I did not grab for you guys? Sticks or a torch. And I don't have torches anymore. I just I'll get some sticks here. But yeah, I want 2 for you. Just to make sure that, you know, let's say, ooh, I'll grab that. Even though it doesn't give me the sticks I want. What was I talking about? Oy vey. But yeah, don't remember what I was talking about, but anyways. Oh, I was talking about the auto douse. Love that mod. Oh, also, while I was redoing my outro, I found out something. I was looking at it real quick. It just looks like it's low. I don't know why. Well, it was a little bit. I had no idea that my outro on the major modder one, the mod words and everything was so unclear. And what was causing it was a white interior and a white exterior. So there's no lining on it, and it caused it to get really fuzzy, really bright and really fuzzy. So I changed the outline color to red. Except for on the word of major modder, that one I changed the outline to blue because it was actually in the sky. And I'm already full. Is there anything that I would want up here? Nope. But yeah, I did that, and it all became really nice, crisp, clear, easy to read. Of course, on my miner, it wasn't a problem because on the miner, it's a white outline but a red interior. So now everything should be legible. And I actually heard that rock hit. And I was planning on doing changing up things again. It's just I was not sure about doing it, and then that problem showed up with my Bandicam because of that update, and it's like, well, I'm gonna have to. Crud. How much I'm descending here compared to that. I'm going to be losing it next time. But we're gonna have to go back and unload again. Or get rid of all that now. Or I've got sticks, but I don't have anything else for it. I was just thinking that my train could easily pick up from here. So let's build this out a little bit. Hey, what the heck? Is it catching another grid or something? Let's build that. And what I'm gonna do is it's not quite easy, but it's not hard either. I'm gonna basically do what I did up there at home base and set up a oops. Hey, stop hitting like that. Set up a stone repository. And I'm gonna put in some of those boxes for the small stone and the dirt. Let's see. So I'm gonna actually want to build at least all this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 13. 13 times 4, 40, 52. This is all from me digging underground. 52 timber. And what is that? There was 4 on each. So 7. Seven of these. Ooh. That takes another 6 timber of each. So 7 times 6. 7 times 6. Well, 7 times 5 is 35. 42. With 52, that's 94. And then, of course, planks if I wanted, but I don't think I have that much available. I think I've used it all. Oops. Well. And there goes another save. Jeez. If I've used it all, I'm gonna have to start up the steam engine and go out and get it. Oh. Go out and get a ton of wood. Oh, right now all of the train's there. I've got all the switches set up so that it'll go out to the farm. Kind of makes it janky when it coming back, but hey, it still works. Yeah, I've got a lot of planks here. 2 timber. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna have to go get I'm gonna have to go out and get a lot of logs again. Give me those. 2 of them. And so I can carry a little bit more, I'm going to take the train out to the farm. That way you guys can see what I was talking about on the rail line at least. Alright, let's reverse. And watch the jankiness. Snap. And go forward, snap. Yeah, like I said, all this is metal now. All this triangle. I've also put in 1 metal past this switch. Right here. And I've always noticed that as when we switch over from the metal to the wood, I slow down. And I know that the wood has like a 5 meter per second or 7 meter per second limit or something, and the metal's got a higher. Yeah, I had to change that too, and I built that for the mine. But I built this metal and then the switch, so all the rest up here is wood or metal except for the station. Get out of that T. Brakes. No, I didn't need the brakes that much. Yeah. But yeah, I set up the farm, and this is why I should have brought the dang farming hoe. Test that out. I might have to take this down like 1 notch. And then come back with the leveler stuff and fill it back in with dirt. That way I can use it as farming, and the tracks will give me good mechanical farming. And I can extend it if I wanted, so. Oh, hang on, this is still part of the same tree. I've got 5 space. I can't hold a tree. Oh, right now I can't. But I get all that done. I'll run back over here, drop it in a train, and then run back and get dong 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 dong. Get that log, and I'll have enough room for another tree. There's that log. Yep, I've got enough for 7. If I found a tree with 8, I'd have to drop the sticks. Okay, nice and loud. And yep, 1 space left. I'm trying to break this axe so I can melt it down. I've got another iron axe that I gotta break, that I've gotta use, because it's 100% fine. Never used. I gotta use it, break it down, and yeah. Get another little drink of tea. 40, okay. Because of that other thing with the bug, yeah, don't mind that. The other thing with the bug, my right screen goes black. And it has my recording, and it's got a timer on it so I can keep track of how long the recording is. And without doing that, or without that, I can't keep track of it. So my right screen being off is a pain. But there's actually, I've been looking around and there's a lot of steam engines. There's a lot of problems with them. The ones that I've actually seen, they like to bounce on the tracks. And I don't like that. One of them, let's see, someone made a 460 and there's also a 464 and I think someone made a 444 and someone else, there's also a 480, which is really bad. I want 6. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. And then someone else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or there's also a 484 out there. I think the 444. They said it was a single steam engine. The 4.6s are all dual steam engine, and then all the 8s are actually 3 engines. So got nothing in there. Give me just one. Yeah, I'm running a little low on that. And we're off to kill another 3 trees. I think the guy that made the 484 said on it that it can go through 1 block wide. I do not know on how tall. All my stuff is based upon this. And if it's over a block tall, it won't work on any of my designs. Or any of my stations. But I might get them, I might not. But since I had built all that steam engines and I actually only built two big ones, and I've only got one left. The only one that a blueprint that I could actually handle is probably that 444. Unless I go get more silver. Which I left a big mine there. Oop! All the way off the side. Do I go that way or do I go the other way? Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, I haven't built these yet, but that's okay. I could go get the rest, but they were talking about pulling power of these trains, and there's like 140 tons if it's at 10 degree, 200 ton flat, or 10 degree or less, or 5 degree or less, I should say. They already tested it out, which sounds good to me. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to be going down the tracks and jumping at the same time all the time. Because you get those things going up at good clip of speed, jumping, and it could rip itself apart since it's not that much wood, or not that much metal. It's more wood than anything else. I am thinking I should have dropped all this. Oh no, I did. Okay. I got 5. I'm gonna do the oddball cheat. Look, not really a cheat, but it looks odd. But yeah, that farming area, the reason why it's that way, that gravelish, is I use the railroad. No, I said left click. So because of that, it used the that kind of gravelish material. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't mind. But I'm going to have to look into changing that out. The top of it at least, so that I can farm. If I can't do it with the manual, of course the machines won't. Oh, that was the other thing on the builder train. I'm probably gonna put a plow on it, a mechanical plow, so that it can get rid of the grass. At least it'll make it look nicer. I mean, the grass growing up through the tracks somewhat looks nice, but at the same time, somewhat doesn't. So I'm not 100% either way. I'm not even 50. I think I'm probably 50-50 on it. I don't know right now. If you guys actually watch this and comment before I do it, this one should be up or viewable Wednesday morning. Today's, well, it just switched over to the 13th of January, Sunday. So, kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. 2019, by the way. A couple things I was actually read. Supposedly time travel's real, whatever, I doubt it. And we've had it for years. Yeah. Supposedly we're supposed to get, if you believe those guys, this month, January 2019, we're supposed to have huge UFOs showing up and the government can't cover it up. So yeah, I doubt that one. That one's about to need more fuel. Okay, let's start this guy up. I need 10. Okay, I don't need to. Yeah. I guess I will start it up. That's the one thing I don't like is you get the steel tools when you make them, it doesn't return the clay jar. I thought there was a mod that did it, but I can't find it. Yeah, that's smooth. Yeah, let's turn it on. I've got some copper back here that I'll take the head out. Oh, I've switched these off. Like I said, I wish as soon as you turn it on, it would work. Just instantly. Make it a lot easier. The switches are save energy or power, but it's annoying when you have to turn it on and then you've got to go and take the blade out and put it back in just for the thing to start working. And I know that's not part of the mods. That's actually a bug in the core game. Bug or oversight, one of the two. And that's what the one problem with building on here. If you build those over bridges like I did here and this one, I can't plow underneath there to get rid of it. That's done. That's done. Everything's done. And you can't turn this thing off, it's running too fast. So I just pull the fuel and it's done. It'll finish off the one that's inside of it, and it will run be out of fuel, so it has to shut down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow! Well, I just checked the the time again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it out soon. But it actually left the right screen up. All right, what did I need? I needed 92. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go, and load up with as many planks as possible. Nope, nope. I'm gonna take it straight out of here. But I'll show you what, before I end it, I'll show you what I was gonna do down here. You probably, remember it if you watched the whole series so far. Or, kind of recognize it from me walking by it all the time. La-di-da-di-da-da. Yeah, this is probably gonna be taken out eventually, because of it right now floating. Now it goes in. More than likely it will be replaced and be coming up from the ground instead of going down into it. That's the one thing. Equinox, if you're watching, and I'll probably comment, the shift click, you need to be able to tell it no section above or below a 5, above a 5% grade or below a negative 5% grade. And if it cannot be done, it should say cannot be done or something like that. That way you don't get those huge, differences. My private world, episode 5, I showed it off. I actually had a spot there that I told it to build a long section. It was like 1,200 feet or 1,200 meters, and it said a 0% grade. Well, yeah, there's a 0% grade near the front of it, but the back of it was a 6% grade, which I didn't mind too much, but still. And I did not bring those, did I? Nope. That's okay. I'll, get these guys in real quick. No. That way. Oh. I didn't see it, so I didn't think it was there. And there we go. Although I don't need the planks to make it work, you know. Might as well. I mean, geez, the... Ooh, I'm out of planks. I need 16 more planks. Like I said, don't need it, just prefer it. Technically, I can build the floors here if I wanted, but why? And I short 2 timber too. But yeah, I showed you the one. I'm not gonna really keep showing you them. I might show the last ones that I'm doing, you know, when I'm getting close. That might be something I might do, but other than that, no, I'm not gonna show it. Simply because it's just gonna get too boring. And you know, yeah, it's boring, but it would be a lot of video time. I mean, that's probably going to take me 2-3 hours to do down there. And, you know, that being 3-4 episodes, I don't think it's going to be worth it for me to record it so you guys can see it. I just thought about... I'm going to put a table right there. Just a simple table so that I can store some food, and then I've got the storage here and these guys so that I can offload easily, quickly. You know, I wonder... Well, I don't have... Well, I got the timber. It would be kind of nice if I could use this and build it out. Then run the whole thing back. I might investigate if I can overlap. Please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Until next time, see ya!